If you want to be a travel writer, how do you know where to pitch your ideas? I'm going to walk you through my process. And hi, I'm Danae, walking you through my journey of becoming a travel writer in case you want to do it too. So we're going to go from least to most common for me. So at the very top are inbound editor requests. These are fantastic because they come to you. So this has happened to me a couple of times, and I'm hoping to make it more and more as my career grows. But where an editor that you've been working with says, hey, I have this idea for an article. Would you like to write it? And it's great because it's basically a guaranteed commission. You know you're probably going to get paid, and you can workshop the idea of the article. Next are pitch calls, which is when an editor says, hey, I'm looking for stories on X, Y, or Z topic. So for example, I saw a pitch call that said, hey, I'm looking for stories on things to do in cities that are hosting the World Cup this year. And then you can craft your pitch around that. So I access these through multiple ways. There are a couple newsletters out there that, you pay a minimal subscription fee and they source pitch calls from editors, which is useful. And then also LinkedIn is helpful. Like if you follow fellow freelance journalists, if you follow PR representatives, and if you follow editors, sometimes they'll post and say, oh, I'm looking for this, that, and the other thing. Those can be quite competitive and fill up really quickly, but it's good to be in the loop. And next, I like to pitch seasonally. So I've heard a rule of thumb that editors try to fill up their calendars 3 months in advance. So basically, think a season ahead. Right now it's January, it's midwinter. What is happening in the spring? Is there a listicle of tulip fields across the US people have to see? Or is there some sort of spring equinox festival that's happening that people need to know about? Things like that. Think seasonally. And finally, once I've worked my way through all of these, I go down to my cold pitching for my ideas spreadsheet. So I beg of you, whenever you have an idea, create a system where you can write it down. It does not have to be fancy. It can be a notebook in your back pocket or your purse. For me, I love keeping everything in a spreadsheet because I can just pull out my phone and write it down whenever inspiration strikes. So those are some ideas of how and where to pitch when you're a travel writer. Let me know if you have any more questions in the comments, and we'll talk soon. Bye.